longer have the convenience of acting indifferent towards the unjust and immoral actions of our government. And I submit to you that the lawlessness of the judiciary should not be forborne. I submit to you that the murder of the preborn should not be forborne.
I'm here at Cathedral Square in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the site of the rescue of fugitive slave Joshua Glover. In 1854, federal marshals arrested runaway slave Joshua Glover from his home in Racine, Wisconsin, intending to return him to the man who claimed to own him. While he awaited transport to Missouri, a mob of abolitionists and citizens stormed the Milwaukee County Jail and freed Glover, who then escaped to Canada via the Underground Railroad.
You're standing on the very ground where the jail was. That's the church that was being built that they got the beam from to break the jail door down.
When the federal government attempted to prosecute Sherman Booth, the abolitionist responsible for the rescue, Wisconsin state officials intervened, declaring the Fugitive Slave Act to be an act of undelegated power, and therefore without authority, void, and of no force. Now, more than 160 years later, modern abolitionists say it is time for Wisconsin officials to follow in the footsteps of their predecessors and stand up to the federal government.
And this is what our state officials need to do in our day on behalf of the preborn. They need to defy the federal judiciary, defend the preborn, and declare the opinion of Roe versus Wade to be without authority, void, and of no force in the state of Wisconsin.
Abolitionists have once again gathered here to call on the magistrates of Wisconsin to interpose themselves and defy the Supreme Court, this time on behalf of preborn children in the state of Wisconsin.
If she changed her mind and said she didn't want that child, she could go to 2 different abortion clinics a mile from here. We could pay somebody $1,000 and they would tear that little human being apart. The law enforcement in this city, in this state, and our federal government would protect that act.
The rally held at Cathedral Square featured local pastors and leaders, as well as former Green Bay Packer Kabeer Gbaja-Biamila, who said it is time to move past a pro-life position and stop allowing the murder of the unborn.
Today, I'm went from a pro-life now to an abolitionist now, because no longer do I just want to just say I'm a pro-life. Everybody's a pro-life. Everybody, we have the state of Wisconsin right now. If you talk to most of the people, it's ran by Republicans. They all tell you, I'm pro-life, I'm pro-life, I'm pro-life, and we can't get anything done. And so we don't want to just say we're pro-life entitled. We want to end abortion in this state and in our country. It's time.
After the rally, abolitionists marched downtown, carrying their message to the public square.
But the same principles that were once established here in the state of Wisconsin needs to be reapplied to end the evil of our age, which is child sacrifice and the shedding of innocent blood.
The rally and march took place as part of a conference which also included lectures and discussions on abolitionism, public activism, and lobbying at the state capitol, calling on the governor and other state officials to intervene in today's Holocaust.
Now all the other branches bow down to the judiciary and act as though we should stand by while babies are being butchered just because the Supreme Court said so.